Hi guys, welcome back. So continuing with this lesson, I was just about to add a hi-hat in there, but let's just add a quick fill on the end of this snare. So we want to go right down to 64th notes to give that kind of real trappy drum feel. You'll see in a minute what I mean. Just Control D that across. But we certainly don't want it to sound like this. I'm going to adjust the volume in a second. We could delete some of those first ones, or we could just bring the volume right down. Let's highlight them all. And we'll just bring down the ramp like that. So let's just have a listen. So we might want to just delete, let's say, that many. Have it a bit more of a quicker ramp up. See what that sounds like. Okay, so let's add a hat. Let's go to our loops and samples on the right hand side, or you can go to your work files if you want to use the same one as me, but again, doesn't matter really. So this one was from the Hip Hop Vault, I believe. Actually just popped over to the Hard Knocks sample pack, and I've chosen Hip Hop Hi-Hat 02 BB. That's the one I'm going to use. So usual procedure, create a sampler track, and we'll start programming something in. So we don't just want to put 16ths all the way across here. That will sound incredibly boring and robotic. So let's do something like, we've got to change this back to 16ths. Just undo that. Hold down Alt to draw in. So again, not just going to copy all the way across. Let's do slightly different pitch and velocities. Very different velocities is very important as well. Something like that. So let's just copy that across. Highlight all, Control D. Let's just see what that sounds like, just to see if we're in the ballpark or not. Okay, it's a bit loud, but that's fine. I think that's okay. So once we turn this down, get some reverb on it, that will be better. Let's turn it down. Let's also EQ the low end. You get into a routine of this after a while. You could send them all to a group, obviously, and take out the low end all in one go. But different elements require slightly different EQing, so I prefer to do it like this. Let's quickly add some reverb. Reverb short on the hats, probably. And let's just double it over. Alt-click yellow. So you can hear there's some kind of sort of swing, almost, variation to this beat. Because it's, because we've programmed in the velocity and the different pitch on the second, third and fourth hit. Let's just brighten this up a bit. Better. Take out a bit of the low end as well. It's got a bit of an accent on the first note, of course. That's what we wanted. Let's make this a little bit more sort of random rather than robotic all the time. But you get the idea. Messing about with velocities, gives it a bit of character. Something like that, but with the velocity more emphasized on the first beat. That's why you get this sort of accent. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So let's just quickly just copy that over. You can also copy with using the middle block there. So let's have a look. Sounds pretty good. So that hat is not going to be the same pattern all the way through. In the verse, we'll probably take out a lot of these notes. This will be for the drop section. The hi-hat is sort of more consistent and continuous, if you like, but in the verse section we'll take out some of those hats. You'll know what I mean, because in the verse section it's going to be a little bit more low key, as you would expect, a bit more less energy, until when we come to the drop, where obviously we want more energy, therefore elements playing more aggressively or continuously. So we'll come to that. So let's just quickly rename. I don't plan to put many more drums in this. There's going to be quite a minimal drum track in this particular song, and it worked pretty well. So we might add obviously some fills and stuff later on down the line with snare fills and various things that are going to make the song more interesting, of course. So in the next lesson, we'll get on with making the melody. We've done enough drums. Let's get on with the melody. See you then. Bye-bye.